Okay, I forgot I had it set to autoplay. That's my bad. Let me fix my camera real quick, because I think it moved when I was raising my desk yesterday. Just okay, that's good. No, that's not good. Let's move you a little bit this way. That works. Alright. So you're probably going to be hearing some noise in the background. I have some prints going on, because I need to make sure that it's all working correctly. Today, we're going to continue some Apollo Justice, because, quite frankly, I love this game so much. So far, all the crazy shit that happened in the other stream that we did, holy crap. I am going to enjoy that. I should probably put my doorstop in. Hold on a second, because I finally found it. Give me a minute, guys. Finally found my doorstopper, so now people won't be walking in. Unannounced lightsaber, shut up! Oh, I also need this. Because this might help me think a little bit clearer. Instead of being stressed out. Let me put it on the other way. Got my hat, got my headphones, got the game open. Ow. Ah, shit. Well, I gotta fix that after the stream. Damn it. My big mouth thinking that this was gonna be smoothly. This was gonna run smoothly. Okay. Alright. Wow, that really hurts. Knowing that. Anyways. We're going to continue some Apollo Justice for about 2.5 hours. Depending on how long this part is, it might be a little longer. We shall see. But I plan on getting it at least after 5-ish. Ending it around there-ish, if I can. But with these games, you can never tell. So, to the action we go. Let's continue on with investigation. Stop from the save point, please. I forget, did we stop here, or was that me? No, I think we did stop here. I think we did. Did we? I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh no, this is bad. What's in our court records? Okay. Okay, so we did go through the trial. Okay, we went through the trial. We met Panty Thief Snipe, as I'm gonna call him. What's walking? I didn't look at this the last time. Let me just take a look at this. Patient's name Waki Kataki, ages 19. Come on, man. You're acting like a gangster and you're age 19. Seriously. Report filed June 14th. Okay. Notes, metallic object found near heart. Urgent exam needed. That doesn't say much. So, we have to continue on with the investigation because Waki Kataki may not have killed the guy, and the witness who saw him just happened to be a passerby and didn't witness it through the places that he said he witnessed it. So, here we go. Alita, right? Yes, Alita. What's your marriage like, Alita? Are you sure about marrying into the Kataki family, Alita? I'm fine with it, and I love Waki with all my heart. Oh, that's so sweet. So it doesn't bother you that you'll be married to the mob? I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Say, where did you and Waki first meet anyway? Good question. Miss Tiala doesn't look like the type to have gangster connections. Oh, we met at my old job, actually. Ah, office romance. Yes, office romance. Let's call it that. She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she? Tell me about the Katakis. Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business? Really? Mr. Kataki wants to quit being a gangster? He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He only announced it recently out of the blue. I hear there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks. I wonder if this explains that apron. I can't imagine Waki going along with that. He's highly motivated, isn't he? That's not the word I would have used. He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world. That's not the way I would have put it either. His father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. The Kataki family has been making a killing recently. That's so. Again, not the way I would have put it. Milwaukee says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold. Ooh, a generation gap. They've even got the ever classic what about the family business thing going. Usually it's the father worried about the tradition. Sorry, I forgot. I got so excited to get into the game. How you guys doing today? I forgot to ask. I'm sorry. I'm one of those people who, like, when they're playing a game that they like, they're just like, I have to, let me in, let me up, let me at him. You know? So, that's my fault. How you guys doing today? I mean, while I'm waiting for a response, I may as well just, I may as well take a look at the evidence again while I'm waiting. So... we still gotta tell this guy, like, where his noodle stand was found. That's something that I just now remembered. Okay. I'll just continue on then. Can I ask you a question about Waki? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Maractus. Apparently, yes. I was in this clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my op something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye! So I gotta go in and get another doc to patch me up again. Yes, it sounded horrible. Waki has always been found fond of fighting, I'm afraid. I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved. Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us. It's scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake. But it's even scarier when he tries to hide it. I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the Maractus Clinic a visit. I should get getting home now. Waki's in your hands, Mr. Justice. Right! Leave it to me! Apollo, I think you're only making her more nervous. Sorry, I'm new at this, okay? It's alright. I believe in you. I need to change the... I need to, like, ascertain the voices between Trucy and the other females. That's what I need to do. Okie dokie. Let's go see Mr. Wright first. He's not here. He's never there when I need him. He's never there when I need him. Let's go to Kataki Mansion then. Okay, I guess we're going to Eldoon's house. Where am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to go to the detention center? It's the only place I can think of. Yep. June 16th, detention center. Visitor's room. Looks like Walkie's out for another questioning. I really need to talk to him. I guess we'll come back later. Excuse me. Yes? The other suspect is all through with questioning, sir. The other... Ah! You mean the panty snatcher? Wesley Stickler. So they arrested him too? Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. I hope I don't regret this. Ah yes, Mr. Snipe comes back again. He's a valuable witness. He's a bit precious, I'll give him that. Please keep this brief, if you would. I'm quite busy. I need to finish this paper. It's you! Mr. Stickler, we'd like to have a few words with you. Very well. As long as they're few. Nothing would make me happier, believe me. Alright, let's just come out swinging today. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole... Wait! I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood. How exactly? Yes, that night I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, nothing more. You wanted to know the trick to my panties, right? You're here too? Oh, great Josie, teach me! Eh? I must know the secret to your... I'm not finishing that sentence. Nope, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. I can't do it. I can't. No. 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 Absolutely not. I can't. Why? I ask again. Why? I must know the secret to your panties. I regret everything. My very existence hangs in the balance. Please, make me your apprentice. Apollo, help? I don't know. I think you made a great lovely assistant. Don't say that, Apollo. What you witnessed. Could you relate what you saw on the night of the murder to us one more time? Why not? Though it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night, of this I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol, or something like that, at the victim. That's when I shouted, "Stop, you two! Let's resolve this like gentlemen!" And the next moment, a shot was fired. And this is all true? Really? My panties are gone. My innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? I can't think of anything he'd want to hide more than panty snatching, true. It sounds like Walkie was at the scene of the crime after all. How I wish it weren't so. Alright, let's present him some stuff. Did you see this? Fine, ignore my evidence, see if I care. I wonder what he's thinking. On second thought, let's not go there. Let's see if a bull recognizes him. No. Cell phone? Is he just gonna ignore everything that I have to present? I'm surprised he didn't just go, "What are you doing? Don't point a gun at me!" I'm literally not gonna get anything out of him, am I gonna get anything out of you today? That's it! The mystery! The unanswerable riddle! Actually, they're just a normal pair of panties. What? How is that possible? It just takes practice, that's all. Then you must teach me, you must! To think if I could produce a pencil, an eraser, a textbook, a lunch, all from a... I'm gonna wait until they go back into their room to shout this into the stratosphere. Unless they did go back in there, and I'm just like... Actually, I shared them the stream. Fuck it. They already know. All from a pair of panties. My life would be complete. He's serious, isn't he? Let's show him these ones then. Okay, fine. Don't then. Alright. Attorney's badge. I'm gonna show you everything I have in this lineup until you tell me something, mister. Okay. Map. Mother effer. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Alright. You've been of no use to me. Goodbye, Mr. Snipe. You know what? I'm gonna talk to you. I want to talk to you. I haven't talked to you in a good hot minute. The case. If everything that Panty Snatcher said was true, it doesn't put Walkie in a very good position, does it? He was at the scene of the crime, that's pretty clear. There's gotta be a different angle on this. Well, let's get investigating. No time like the present. So, any leads? One moment. Shazam! Alakazam! Whoa, evidence keeps flying out of nowhere. Ta-da! That's all. Neat, huh? Yeah, real neat. Okay. Maybe now he's back. Maybe now he's back? No. I don't know why I got my hopes up. He's become a lazy bum after all this, hasn't he? Ah, June 16th, Kitaki Mansion. Back. Yipes, she's back. Hey, you two over here. Us? Yo, little plum, what's up? Yo, little plum, what's up? I think all this gangster ease is a negative influence on Trucy. I heard you retrieved my Bloomus. Well, I was just doing... Bah! A man speaks clearly and takes credit where it's due. You caught the thief, didn't you? Yes, sorry, I caught him. You're cute when you're nervous, Polly. I'll deal with you later. But enough about Bloomus. What about my son, Walkie? Walkie? Well, he's, clearly. Yes, ma'am. This is why I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here. Well, unfortunately, Apollo, we have to ask questions. He's really everything you'd expect a boss's son. I'm going to be a gangster, dude. The life doesn't have an appeal. The life does have an appeal for that age, particularly for boys. I can't do that voice. I have just now realized. I think I've lost the ability to do that voice. What? Don't look at me like that. He was shot in a turf war about half a year ago. Yes, we heard the story from Walkie. But he didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone. What? He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know. I'm his mom. Her words do have a certain weight to them. Hopefully when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort out their differences. The boss? You mean Walkie's father? They didn't seem to be on best terms, did they? It's true. One of our pistols is missing. So the murder weapon was from the mansion. We kind of figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Walkie could have taken it. I see. I'm sure the cops will continue tromping all over the mansion because of this case. Maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change. She doesn't seem too concerned, at least. Hey, tell me about your future daughter-in-law. Yeah, Walkie's fiance. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose. She's been staying over lately. You don't look too happy about. You don't look too happy about that, little plum. How'd you guess? Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her? Well, Waki brought her home one day. Says he wants to tie the knot. I can see why. She's so pretty. Oh, she's pretty enough, but you know... Nah, it's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in this business too long, and you start to only see darkness in people. You get a nose for it. A nose for people, a nose for trouble. I'm starting to sound British all of a sudden. God damn it! A nose for people, a nose for trouble. I wonder what the problem is. It's like a gangster's only version of female intuition. Tell me about the father and son. The boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him. But Waki seems, well, it seems like he's against his father's position. It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now. Trying to cut our ties to the shadiest side of the street and do more on the up and up. Waki isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true. But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills? It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. I see. Something must be up. He'll see things the way the boss sees them, someday. Okay. Thank you for your time, madam. Let's try Eldoon. We gotta go tell Eldoon we found his stall. Hey, it's Mr. Eldoon! Oh, Mr. Eldoon! Humph! What's wrong?
So, you found my stand. That's why I'm here to thank you.
Ah.
But now it's a crime scene and they won't let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. I got no other place to go.
Ah. I see.
How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get, Trucy Doll. Even in death, he's after my neck, I tell you. Ah! Can't even cook an honest noodle. Gonna play a sad tune on my harmonica.
He? Even in death? You mean the victim, Dr. Maractus?
I tell you, it's enough to drive a man and is to make a soup even saltier.
Remind me never to eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood.
That stand, for generations, it's served up the very best noodles us Eldoons can make. A tradition of noodles in salty broth. It's more than a stand. It's history, I tell you.
Watch what you say or it might become true. That's a great story, Mr. Eldoon. A single stand passed down from generation to generation.
Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it.
That's right. You said something about that. About your rebelling against your pops, was it?
Good memory, Trucy Doll. I was a go-getter back in my day. Until my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune.
Mr. Eldoon, I don't mean to pry, but what exactly did you do before you became a chef?
Let old noodles lie, that's what I say.
I'm starting to get an idea of what he did anyway.
He stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. And now I don't even have that.
Mr. Eldoon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Maractus Clinic?
Eh? Eh?
I couldn't help but sense enmity here.
Enmity? I hate him. Hated. Him acting like he smells like roses when he's rolling in mud.
Excuse me?
He's the only doctor at that clinic, you know. Pretty impressive, eh? I'll tell you the secret to his success. The mob.
You mean the Kataki family? kind of like how I did that. You mean the Kentucky family?
They're always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Maractus saw a chance for some business. So he started giving the Kentucky family a good deal.
A deal?
Every fifth operation for free. He stole the idea from my pops. One free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say.
Can a doctor just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies?
Oh, no doubt it's illegal, but it got him in good with the family. Pretty soon he was getting all the business in town, leaving me here in the dark. Up to my neck in soupy noodles.
I think I figured out what Mr. Eldoon's former occupation. Can't hurt to ask, Apollo. Were you a doctor? Mr. Eldoon, or should I say Dr. Eldoon?
Figured it out, did you? That's right. I was a doctor. A surgeon. Until the year before last.
So Mr. Maractus was your rival?
You like those onions? You like those onions they put in the soup broth?
Yeah, kind of.
You take a spoon, you drink some broth. Those onions will find their way in there. For people who like them, why that's just fine. For people who hate them, I hate onions. Hate them! Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of a good tasting spoonful. Well, that's what he was. An onion. Onion boy, that's what I called him.
So, you weren't exactly friends.
Me and Pal Maractus. Ever since preschool, we were getting in each other's face. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd always come following along. Then he'd do it better than me. Just blow right past without so much as a howdy.
I see.
That's right! I was a surgeon long before he was, you know. And that no-good onion boy comes along.
Well, Trissy, looks like we found ourselves a new suspect. I knew it. I was thinking about this, like, before the stream started. I was like, what if this guy is the fucking murderer? Don't say that!
Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. Sorry, pal, I didn't mean to weigh you down with an old man's ramblings.
No, it's fine.
By way of apology, you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by.
Huh?
You're investigating Maractus, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, you want to know about a doctor, you ask a doctor. That's all I'm saying. You just think of me if you need something, Trucy doll.
Right. Thanks, Mr. Eldoon. I guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. What if he is, though? What if he is the actual murderer? Like, can you imagine? Maybe now he's up. Phoenix! He's never coming back, is he? We're never gonna see him again, are we? I should get the walkthrough. So... Oh, okay. Well, I guess now I can go back to the... I guess now I can go back to the detention center. June 16th, detention center visitor's room. I was hoping to meet with my client. Waki Kataki's just finished questioning. I'll bring him out. Great! Finally! Yo! Sup, my little imposter? Eek! What did you call me? Zam, it's you! Sorry, G. Thought you were Alita. My little imposter sure is a strange nickname. It's a clink thing. It's a clink thing. You wouldn't understand. Did I say imposter? I meant poster. Like, poster girl. If you're going to drop part of that, why not drop poster and just call her girl? Because she's so much more than that, G. She's like an angel. A fallen angel. So, what can I do for you? You don't look so chipper today, Walkie. Worried about your, heart condition, maybe? That was the wackest thing of all. All his G's landed up taking eye exams. Better to die young than fade away, Bazoy! A relief to hear. What's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. A man fights to protect what's valuable to him, you know what I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. Hey, you go get a leader for me. You're my lawyer, aren't you? Lawyer, not gopher. So I hear you're to be married next month. Straight up, we poured a nuptial 40 out in the stoop. Alita, oh, Snapple Cake, she's so fine. I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way. I was wondering, how did you two meet? I asked Yola, but she was very vague. Huh? Well, man, if she wouldn't tell you, I'd best hold my tongue, you feel me? What? Man, what's past is past, she knows that. When I'm with Alita, I feel like there's things worth protecting out there, you feel me? And my Alita, she's down with that all the way. So both of them are mum about their past. Do you think you could tell us what happened with you and Pal Maractus? There's something you should know. We Katakis are having what you might call a feud with the Rivali's family. So about 6 months back, I'd go into Rivali's turf packing a knife, right? And you were shot? Coldest thing I ever seen. One shot to the heart, but my homies weren't too late. It's a miracle that I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kataki family, you know that? So, you were taken to the Maractus clinic then? You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. You can't just let the boss's son die, you know? I'd hate to have been in that doctor's shoes. Mr. Kataki's scary enough when he's not angry. But the bullet that hit you, it was never removed. And it's still threatening his life. That doctor, he did it on purpose! The Rivali's paid him off, I'm sure of it! I need to hear more about the night of the murder. That much is clear. Life in the family's a G thing. It ain't about being a man. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm not up on my G things. I'm not even sure what a G thing is. But my old man, he's gone soft. He says the old rival gang days are over. He just wants to make money. Isn't that a good thing? Man, there ain't no soul in making money. Better live fast and die young for shizzle. Wait till I run the yard. Then everyone will know what time it is. That's right. OG time all the time. Represent. Apollo, why does he keep talking about old guys? I don't think that's what OG means, Trucy. It's yours? About these weapons, the pistol and the knife. They belong to the family. They belong to the family that snuck him out that night. So the killer, Mr. Stickler, says he saw that night was, I guess it was me. I was there after all. Sorry I keep moving back. Like, I have a weighted blanket around my legs. It's getting caught underneath my wheels. Don't you just hate that when it happens? When you wear a blanket around your legs and you're sitting in an office chair and you're just like, oh man, this is gonna feel great. And then like the wheels just get caught under the on the blanket and you're like, ah shit. Great. Gak, we're finished. Yo, Wookie, do you think you could tell us exactly what happened that night? You don't beat around the bush, do you? I like your style, shorty. Wait, what if I present the noodle stand to him? Yeah, whatever. Seems preoccupied. I'm not sure he even looked at my evidence. Alita, man, Alita. So, in other words, he doesn't care. Okay. Let's see if anything else changed. Aha! Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. That is, did you do it? Did you shoot him? I don't know. Eh? The day of the debt checkup, when I found out about the bullet in by my heart, I borrowed a gun from the family stash. Figured I'd give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine. Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going. But you were carrying a knife, weren't you? Oh, that? Yeah, well, never can be too careful, I say. So I'm on my way to the clinic, right? When I run into him in the park and he's dragging this new little stain behind him. Wait, you didn't put him up. Wait, you didn't put him up to that? Like, you know, in the movies? If you value your life, you'll bring the stand. Shorty, you're more whacked than I am. And that's saying something. But I was serious. The thing is, I don't remember what happened next all too well. You don't remember? But the way I see it, if there wasn't anyone else there that night, then I guess it probably was me who did him in. You know what I'm saying? Well, that can't be great. Let's show him the noodle stand. Maybe he'll remember. Nope. Let's show him his mother's bloomers. Nope, doesn't care. Lockie's checkup. Whatever, man. Show him the mirror. Nope. Huh. Okay. Walk through. Where do I go next? I think I've done everything I can here. Alright, I've done everything I can here. I guess we're just supposed to go back to the Kitaki mansion. Now what? Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay. What? Wait, did I miss something? No, what am I supposed to... Whoa, wait a minute. Is the reason why it's not going because I missed something in Eldoon's house? Well, you've got to check out this clinic, that's for sure. Yeah, but what about the guard? No harm in asking. Excuse me. Hey, it's you two from yesterday. That's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday. Your business is over in the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits. It's not involved. But, what? What part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park, or beat it. No harm in asking. No gain either. No point in sticking around here, I guess. Okay, now we head back to Kitaki Mansion. And now... Look at that crowd over there by the park. Probably people trying to get a glimpse of the crime scene. But why are those girls screaming? I think I just heard one say, "Oh my god, it's him!" Wait, that motorcycle. Ah, if it isn't Air Forehead! Prosecutor Gavin. Some fans found me on my way out. Just my luck. Oh my god, he's so cool! Thus the screams. New album just came out, you know. Try waving to them. They love it. Oh, he's so cute. They're so excited. It doesn't matter who waves to them, see? This is surreal. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe. Too bad. It looks like such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe that it could break just from that. Ah, it's my fault. I think I was using the wrong oil. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust, and they won't run. Ah, machines, tell me you share my angst, airforehead. I ride a bicycle, actually. In any event, I'm off to shop to get her fixed. To the shop to get her fixed. The detective in charge of the scene isn't fond of me, in any case. The detective? You mean the one in the lab coat? Yeah, she's in a foul mood, too. Be gentle. Auf Wiedersehen, baby! Oh my god, there he goes. Jesus Christ. This man. Oh, is it Auf Wiedersehen? And the forecast for the park today. Gloomy skies. Well, nothing to do but head on in. Let's hit the park, Apollo. Time to go talk to pissed off Emma Sky. Huh? Does something about this scene look different to you? The blue tops are gone. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I think you're right. Look over there. The white frocked detective from yesterday. She seems to be apologizing reverently to the trash can. She's under a lot of stress. The investigation's probably not going so well. Hey! You there! If you're going to talk about someone behind their back, do it more quietly, please. Oh, Detective Sky, hello. You seem as gloomy as ever. This is miserable. Miserable! I just got a new kit and I can't get this stuff to work. And everyone's all smiles for that Glimmers fuck. Glimmers? Does she mean Prosecutor Gavin? More to the point, doesn't she mean glamorous? He walks his shiny chains, catch the sun and glimmer in my eyes. It's distracting. Ah, she's an anger eater. Speaking of distracting, I guess I just have to accept the fact that I lack talent. Sounds like she's trying some sort of new forensic technique. Okay. Hey, Detective Sky. Detective Sky, you know Mr. Wright, correct? How do you know my daddy? I want details. Well, he helped me out a long time ago. You might say he saved me. Wasn't she saying something about getting involved in an incident? I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in my case. I went to study to become a forensic scientist in Europe. But you're a detective now. Well, I failed the test. But, you know, rank and title doesn't matter. What matters is your heart inside. I've always thought that too. And my heart is full of science. That's why I bought this kit through mail order. And I'm gonna test it here before the forensics team arrives. Are you sure that's okay? I won't lie, I'm not fond of that man. Those glamorous types always rub me the wrong way. Glamorous, right. A prosecutor should be cool of wit and furrowed of brow. Less glamorous and more simorous, you know? No, actually I don't. Well, that and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney's badge. What? Really? He was the one? You mean you didn't know? I thought you were one of his boys. I'm neither a boy nor one of his... But let's see what she has to say. Sorry, guys. The nose is starting to itch. What exactly happened 7 years ago? I never actually heard the details. Then investigate. It's better you learned it for yourself anyway. Why? Is this some sort of family secret, like friend secret that you got going on here? The new kit? Do you mind me asking exactly what it is you've been doing? Squatting down on the ground like that? Oh, you want to know, do you? Well, I splurged on a new toy. You splurged? You mean it wasn't police issue? What is it? I see a roller and glue? This is a footprint analysis kit. Footprint? It was raining on the night of the murder, which means that footprints were left. Oh, does that have anything to do with those blue tops? Right. The ground was muddy, so I had to protect it as it was that night. Ever wanted to know exactly where someone was standing? Like your panty-snatching student witness, for instance? Aha! So with that kit! Right. What? Want to try this stuff out? Huh? Are you sure? I mean, we're sort of on opposing teams and all. Oh, you're friends! And to tell you the truth, I'm not so good at doing this. Guess I'm a little clumsy. I could use your help. Okay, hold on, guys. I gotta take care of something. This is starting to annoy me. Okay. Alright, we're good. Ooh! I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache. Footprint analysis, huh? Well, should I give it a go? Let's try it. Okay, I'll give it a go. Because this is new. I actually need to know about this. That's the spirit. Right, allow me to explain. One moment. She's reading the instructions from a kit. She's reading the instructions from a kit. Why does this not fill me with confidence? First, we have to pick the footprint, or in this case, shoe print. We want to analyze. Honestly, I want to scan all of them. I'm taking the liberty of marking. Well, which shoe print should we start with? If we're going to verify the defendant's account, here's the place to start. Shoe prints prepare to be examined. Ooh, this is exciting. Right, here goes. First, pour the plaster into the print until it's full. You try. How am I supposed to do that? Just touch the screen where you want to pour the plaster. Like this. That doesn't look too hard. If you run out of plaster, before you're done, you have to start over. Uh-oh. Not bad. You're handier than you look with it. She says as I make a spill. What's that supposed to mean? On to the next step. Dry the plaster until it turns white. Right. Just touch to direct the dryer. There. Give it a shot. Turning the plaster white. It's not even dry! There's parts here! Emma! Looks like it's hardened nicely. Let's take a look. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Ready for the next step? Use the roller to ink just the shoe print. Hold that roller tight now and roll it up and down. Keep going till you get enough ink down there for a good print. There. Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes! Stomp. What is that? Let's see if we get a match. Well, this is our defendant. Yeah, that's a shoe. That's definitely a shoe. Damn it. So the shoe prints belong to Waki Kitaki after all. He was in the park on the night of the crime. Wow, I can almost see the science at work. Don't you love it? Nothing feels better. She's definitely way more into this than I am. Just let me know if you want to do some more. I'll be here solving the case with science. Well, that certainly brightened her mood. I want to do some more. Do I talk to her for it? I want to do some more. Detective Sky, mind if we give it another go? Right on! Leave no print unanalyzed, I say. Yes, leave no prints unanalyzed. I'm curious about this one. I'm very curious about this one. Pour. Okay, looking good. Next, to dry the plaster. Okay, let's take out the mold. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Okay. Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. I don't... Is that a leaf? Huh. That's a funny that's a funny shoe print. Is that even a shoe? It is strange, so smooth. Except for the part with the leaf. I can say without even looking that this print doesn't match any print in our list. A mystery print. Alright. It's a shoe print of some kind, though, that's for certain. Still, you have to wonder what it's doing here. It's right next to Eldune's noodle stand. It does make one wonder. Hey, you. Yes? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You wouldn't happen to have something in mind? Something that might have left the mystery shoe print? This mystery shoe print does remind me of something. I don't have any evidence, I don't think. No, sorry, no idea. Something's familiar about this smooth surface. So smooth it's almost slippery. Well, if you think of something, I'm all ears. Another shoe print. Detective Sky, mind if we give it another shot? I believe you're beginning to appreciate the wonder that is forensic science. Now pick which print you want to analyze. I'm going to pick the green one. Go green! What is this? This is a weird one. Okay, looking good. Next, to dry the plaster. Okay, let's take out the mold. Yes, that's a good one. Do we really need ink for this? It's 2 parts of like a fancy shoe. Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Take the print. Here it goes. Click. Is that a nail? Let's see if we get a match. No, it's not him. Is it you? Yep, that's him. Match found. So these shoe prints belong to Wesley Stickler. That confirms his testimony, the final version of it at least. Now we know where the penny snatcher was standing. Wait. I just thought of something. In the trash can, there's a pair of slippers. This trash can. This is where we found the Mia. Come to think of it, wasn't there something else in here? Something near the bottom? Look at the paint on these. That means these must have ended up in here after Mr. Wright's accident. Maybe they're connected. Let's take them. I have an idea. And I didn't need the walkthrough for this. I'm proud of if this works, I'm proud of myself. Print is far too smooth to be a regular shoe. It is a shoe print of some kind, though, that's for certain. I wonder what it's doing here. It's right next to Eldune's noodle stand. It does make one wonder. Yeah, I think I have an idea. I'm pretty sure I've seen something that would leave a print like that. You know, I think I have our culprit right here. Know what I'm eating? Snacks. Snacks. More precisely, whenever I'm in a bad mood, I eat chocolate snackoos. I had no idea. I think she means you picked the wrong evidence, Apollo. What do you mean? We'll just throw slippers away! Okay, fine. Have it your way. I thought I was smart for once. Fine, I'll use the walkthrough. Oh. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. The bottom is covered with paint. Huh? Huh? What's this weird shape here? Looks like a leaf was stuck to the bottom. It looks like a leaf was stuck to the bottom when the wearer stamped in some yellow paint. So the outline was left in the leaf when the leaf was removed. Ah! I got paint on my hand! Apollo! I saw you try to wipe your hand on my cape. So this is it. I just guess I didn't show it correctly. Oh, wait a minute. Present slippers. Let's present her the slippers. They say the Maractus Hey! What? The slipper. Look right here. I think I see a toe mark. A toe mark? You think we could get a print off of it? Sure. Toe prints have prints just like fingers, you know? This little clue might be a gold mine. Oh, there's one problem. The police station doesn't keep a record of toe prints, so we won't know whose it is. I guess that would be too much to hope for. Still, it might be useful somehow. Let's analyze it. I mean... Now what? Examine the inside of it. Why would I want to examine the inside of it? Oh, that's why. What? Punk! Here we go. I wonder, could this be a print? Why would there be a finger? Oh, you mean a toe print. Good call, Apollo. I bet we can analyze it just like a regular print. This could be a vital piece of evidence. Oh no. Clicky, 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 clicky. Clicky, 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 clicky. Alright, guys. I wonder, actually. If I do it like this... Well, you're still gonna hear me, so let's see if I do it like this. I'm gonna mute myself real quick, guys. Did it. Hey, it worked! That looks like a big toe, maybe. A big toe, maybe? Wow, I feel like the case is already solved. What was next? We have to match the print, right? Right, let's match it. Wait, the detective didn't give us a list of toe prints, Apollo. Oh, good point. Maybe we should ask her. Get some expert advice. I guess so. I'm not sure she really qualifies as an expert. Talk. Now what? Well, it doesn't say to talk about it again, so I guess I have to present her the slippers again? Ah, the slippers. That's quite a clear print there. A toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the same toe print. Off another shoe, for instance. Oh, right. So if the prints matched, you'd know the same person wore both. Do I have another shoe worn by the same person? No such luck. No, I can't think of anything I might have on it with a toe print. Ah, well, it was too much to hope for, I suppose. Let me know if you find something. A toe print sample. Walkthrough! What do you say, walkthrough? Talk about mystery print. Okay, now I guess I can talk about the mystery print. think it's these slippers, actually. Slippers? What would slippers be doing out here? But look at the bottom, see? It's covered with paint except for... See? Right here. Hey! That spot is shaped like a leaf! What if a leaf was stuck on the bottom and came off when the slippers stepped in paint? Makes sense, doesn't it? Wait, something's written on them. The Maractus Clinic. Exactly, the victim's clinic. Wait, that means that someone from the clinic was involved? Why is she just standing there eating? Detective Sky, I have a favor to ask. What? Can you get us access into the Maractus Clinic? The police won't let us in. They say the murder and the clinic are not connected. And it's off limits until we prove they are. I should be able to do something for you, yes. Eh? Really? Well, you did my work for me here with the shoe print. Seems like I should return the favor. Thank you, Detective Sky. Here, show this to the police officer on duty. Oh, that scared me. Jesus. I thought someone was gonna sneak up behind me with music. I was about to be like, what do you want? Jesus. Oh, God, that was sort of scary. Okay, we're gonna go to the Maractus Clinic now. The Kitaki Mansion. Eldoon's house. June 16th, Eldoon's house. Ah, you two again. When, oh, when will you learn? Look at me however you want. You're not getting in today. I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Look what we have here. What's this? Detective Sky. Yesterday it was Prosecutor Gavin. Today it's Detective Sky. Who are you two, really? Now he's suspicious again. Well, you got the orders. I gotta let you in. Have fun. Thanks, Mr. Officer. Let's hit it, Apollo. I'm pretty sure this is not how Trucy sounds, but hey, this is the voice I've given her. Until I either A, watch the show, or B, she talks in the game, this is the voice I'm giving her. I'm sorry, guys. This is just how it is. I swear to God, if that doctor appears in this clinic, I'm gonna turn off my camera and walk out the room for like a hot second. Huh. Kind of an at-home sort of place, isn't it? This place has a connection to the murder in the park. I'm sure of it. The police guy out front wasn't so sure. Beyond it being where the victim lived, looks like the police team's gone home for the day. There might be some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo. What the fuck? Why is there just a whole bunch of bowls here? Look at all these bowls. They're from Eldoon's Noodles. They're There's Mr. Salty. Then I think we figured something out. I think we have. Mr. Eldoon must do takeout. Not exactly what I was thinking. All the bowls have been washed clean. I think we found our first clue, Trucy. First clue. That's where the slippers were. These must be the slippers for the patients at the clinic. They're the same as the pair we found, of course. Look, a single pair is missing from the rack here, too. And ours have paint on the bottoms, which means they were taken out of here on the night of the murder. Right. The paint's from the hit and run, after all. What were a pair of clinic slippers doing in that trash can? What were they doing at the scene of the hit and run? High heels? There's a single pair of sandals here. Wait, but why would there be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients. Or maybe it's a visitor that's come to see Dr. Maractus. You think they'd use his house entrance instead of a clinic entrance? Instead of the clinic entrance in that case. If this patient or visitor isn't still here, why'd they leave without their shoes? Better take a closer look at these just in case. The clinic reception desk. No one's here, of course. There's a small sign on the counter. Please pay your bill. Remember, we're the ones holding the scalpel. Brutal, but effective. Look! This door says doctor's office. Think this is the victim's private office? It's not locked.
Too bad. Why too bad? I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine. Like those little bike locks. Don't even bother putting them out on when I'm around.
That's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about. Oh shit, there's someone in there.
Apollo, that sound. It came from behind this door.
Someone's in there. Let's check it out, Trucy.
A break-in.
They left through that window.
Wait, Apollo, you're too late to catch them now.
That must be her experience as a panty snatcher chaser talking. Well, we should tell the police.
Let's check the room out first, Apollo. If we call the police now, we'll lose our chance.
You're right. She's better at this than I am. Well, one thing's for certain.
This clinic and our murder case are looking pretty related now.
What the hell is with all of these jars? Whoa, what are those?
The wall is covered with beakers. Something's moving inside that one. You look, Apollo. Hey, look yourself. You can't...
Oh, it's a goldfish.
Wow, they're all fish. So many kinds.
Whoever designed this had a sick sense of humor. So it's it's just like separate aquariums? In beakers? Why?
What a cute little safe.
Looks like a 4-digit lock. Someone was in the middle of breaking into the safe.
Someone's already entered in 2 numbers, Apollo.
7, 9... Wait, do you think that burglar just now was trying to open it? I wonder what's inside the safe.
Is there any way we can figure out the last 2 numbers?
Well, we know the first 2 are 7 and 9.
Maybe there's something in the court record. Something that can help us figure out the last 2 numbers.
I wonder. The court record, the court record, the court record. Mm. 79. Well, we found the other toe print. 33, 15. Hickfield. Gail Dune. Alia Tiala, age 24, 25. She's 25? Jesus. 79, 46? Is there a birth date? No. Walk through. Oh, we weren't supposed to come here yet. No such luck. That would be a bit too lucky, don't you think? Well, I suppose. If only there was something that could finger which buttons had been pressed. Something that could finger which buttons were pressed, huh? Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm an idiot. I've got just the thing. It's what buttons were. All we have to know is what buttons have been pressed. We can use this to find out what the next 2 buttons are. When you press the buttons, you'd have to touch them. With your finger, right? It would leave a print. When you open a safe, you don't press any other buttons but the right ones, right? So if we could find the buttons with the fingers, we'll have the safe code. Not bad, Apollo. Well, pardon me guys, I gotta mute the mic. look! You can see the oily finger residues here, clearly. Look at 7 and 9. These are glove marks. The burglar must have been wearing gloves. Well, we might not be able to identify the burglar, but we can open this safe. Let's give it a shot. 7952. 7952. Wow, that was just a guess. It opened. This looks like a medical chart. There's an X-ray in here with it. An X-ray. Can't make heads or tails of it. And I can't read the chart either. It's all in medical speak. But the names are easy enough to read. Look by patient. It says Walkie Kataki. So this is Walkie. Our client's chart, huh? Why would this one chart be here in this safe? Let's see. The physician's signature says Palmaractus. What is it, Apollo? Look here where it says who filed the chart. Let's see. Nurse Alita Tiala. Uh-oh! Alita Tiala is Walkie's fiance. That's one Ida too many, Apollo. Never mind that. What's her name doing here? How should I know? Though, I guess it means she's on staff at this clinic. Odd that she neglected to mention this before now. I'm sure she had her reasons. So Alita Tiala worked at the Maractus Clinic, and she had access to Walkie Kataki's medical chart. You got the I and the Y wrong, Apollo. I'd be very interested to find out what this chart says. Who could help us decipher this? Probably the one scientist that we know. What is that? This looks like a bullet hole. You can still see the bullet sticking out. Why is it in the middle of a safe? Hey, the bullet came out! The tape is all squished. Not surprising, given that it was fired into a metal safe. This bullet's got a story behind it, that's for sure. Books and papers are scattered around the room. Wow, what a mess. This is worse than Daddy's room. The burglar must have left in a hurry. Even the cup on the desk here is lying on its side. Huh? The juice that spilled out of the cup is dry. So the messy one wasn't our burglar just now. Someone knocked this cup over a while ago and left it. Interesting. Why's the lamp on the floor? Kind of an expensive looking lamp, isn't it? Hey, the bulb's broken. Broken? Don't you mean burned out? No, a cat burglar must have dropped it. But why is it standing up on the floor like that then? Hey, look at the cord. Huh? There's a red splotch on a part of the cord. You think that's blood? It's a little bright for blood, almost pinkish. Someone's definitely odd. Something's definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure. That it? This potted plant has seen better days. That doesn't make sense either. What doesn't? Normally, burglars are looking for valuables, right? That's true. That's what I would do if I were a burglar. So why look under a potted plant? Maybe they were looking for the key to the safe. I've heard of people putting their house keys under plants, but the key to a safe? Then maybe the burglar was looking for the house keys. This is getting nowhere fast. I think we're done here. I think we're done here for the day. Besides, I was supposed to go to the Hickfield Clinic anyway. I was supposed to go to here anyway, first. June 16th, Hickfield Clinic. Ah, the prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. I heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion. What did Detective Sky say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago, please. I want to know. I need to know. You certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. 7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it. It was all over the news, I remember that. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yes. He was only 17 years old at the time. What is with these people? What is with this world and their young prosecutors? First it was Francisca, now it's Prosecutor Clavier Gavin. Both German, by the way. Both of them are German. Except one speaks it and one just has the name pertaining to the country. Which is Von. Unless, you know what, I'm just gonna stop there. 17 years old? That's still high school. He took the bar exam abroad. He took the bar exam abroad in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know? I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever. That's all. That's all? How could that be all? What do you mean? What about what they were saying on the news about forged evidence? They said you forged evidence and had your attorney's badge stripped from you. Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand where before Phoenix Wright, the forged attorney himself? How does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true. What about what happened in my first trial? Didn't you notice it in today's trial? There was a single piece of forged evidence. I'm talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick. I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence, maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter now, does it? But I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. Mr. Wright. Looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusations of forgery for now. You got it, sir. You got it. Now what? I mean, I know I was supposed to go to Maractus Clinic, but I already did it. Alright. We're going back, guys. We're going back to the park. To the park! To the park! I know that face. That's the face of someone who's made a discovery. Hey, how did you know? You can't fool someone trained in the ways of science. Next, you'll have us analyzing face prints. Let's ask Detective Sky to help us, Apollo. Well, first of all, let's examine that toe print. Hey, Apollo! You think this is... Huh? This could be a toe print. Maybe we could get a print off this. Let's try it out. Well, time once more to turn off my mic. Unless I could just do it here. In which case, I will just be talking. Like a normal citizen would. Well, the only problem is I have to make it like... I have to make it seem like I'm breathing. Otherwise, it will not work. After all, having... Shit. Alright, well, I tried, guys, but I gotta do this again. Okay. Hey, it worked! That looks like a big toe, maybe? But wait, I mean, it's great that we got the print, but is there such a thing as a list of toe prints? Oh, good point. If there is, Detective Sky didn't give it to us, which means we can't match this print. This seems like a good time to ask a detective's advice. Yeah, good idea. Let's present... I want you to talk to me about this. Detective Sky, I was wondering about this. Trissy, wait! What? That's vital evidence there. You can't show her that. That's our secret weapon in tomorrow's trial for sure. Oh, clever, Apollo. What did I tell you before? If you're going to talk behind someone's back, do it quietly. Meaning I heard everything you said. These sandals. That's quite a clear print there.
toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the toe print off another shoe, for instance. Oh, right. So if the prints matched, you'd know the same person wore both. Do I have another shoe worn by the same person? Yep. I think I just might, actually. Really? I'm beginning to suspect something here. Detective Sky, can you compare this sample with this other print? This pair of slippers to the toe print and all? Oh, the print on these is nice and clear too. That makes our job easy. Can you analyze it for us? Of course. Hang on. Bingo! Gosh, I'm good. Hey, we were the ones who found the prints. A perfect match. The same person who wore these sandals and slippers. I was afraid of that. All you have to do is find out who these sandals belong to. Or do you already know? I can't say, not yet. Well, that's one big step closer to the truth. Alita's the person who killed the doctor. Alita killed the doctor. There's no other way to say it. Well, time to go ask Waki if he remembers. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back and Daddy... Oh. You again! Do you always have to announce your entrances like that? Man, my old man. Man. Now I'm all in a funk and it's all his fault. One can only assume that his father tried to teach him a lesson. And failed, clearly. You two got your work cut out for you, straight up. Because I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go. Some days I wonder why I do what I do. Hey, buddy, do you recognize this pair of shoes? Waki, you don't happen to recognize these, do you? Hey, sure I do. I was the one who bought them for her. Yep, it's fucking Alita. Alita's the one who shot the doctor! Damn it! I knew it! For Miss Tiola? Yeah, birthday present. She's got mad little feet. Mad, so cute, man. So these sandals are hers. Yeah, I kinda had a feeling. What's up with the funky vibes? Hey, Waki, I got some bad news for you. Can I tell him? Hey, man, you won't see me bugging out 1 or 2 guilty charges. But what if you're found guilty of murder? Hey, it's all experience, you feel me, shorty? Like a badge of honor. You don't give the death penalty. They don't give the death penalty, do they? You didn't really do it, did you? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. If I learned one thing today, it's that silence speaks louder than words. Man, my old man is whack. Disappointing, that's what he is. I heard he wants to leave the mob. Over my dead body! I spent my life trying to keep it real, being an OG and never stepping down. Now my old man wants to go soft? Fine, let him. Just leave me out of it. The day I get out of the clink, that's the day Alita and I start the next generation of the Kitaki family. I don't think you're going to be saying that for much longer after I do what I do in courtroom today. Please don't talk as though it's soon you're going to jail, for my sake. I don't think he's going to be talking about Tiala or Alita in any way, in any light after I do what I do in court. Cause I thought it was Eldoon. Now it turns out it's the man's nurse. Well, wait, what if I present him the chart? Huh? What's that? Some kind of x-ray? Wait. That's right, Waki. It's yours. Hey, look, I don't smoke or nothing. I'll live long, right? I don't think he gets it, Apollo. Take a closer look. Here in particular. Where it says nurse. It's signed Alita Tiala. Huh. You lawyers do your homework. So you met Miss Tiala when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic, so... Could you tell us a bit about the circumstances of your meeting? Fine, I'll tell you how we met if you want to know that bad. About half a year ago, I was shot during a little turf war with another family. I was ready to die, sure, but they came in and got me, hauled me off to the docks. The Maractus Clinic. That's where I met her. My fallen angel.
You mean Alita Tiala?
She was scared of me at first, turns out. But you know what they say, the bad guy always gets the ladies.
Right.
She was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Straight gangster style. Guess what she said?
What did she say?
Come on, give it some thought. She said it real quiet like on the down low, know what I'm saying? I'll leave if you'll marry me.
So that was the proposal?
You know it, an oath of love right there in the hospital room.
Oh god. This poor fucking kid.
Just like that, the op was done and we were out of there. See you later, bye.
About that op.
Yeah, it didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me.
This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said.
Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G, you know what I'm saying? But didn't you learn about the bullet at the checkup?
Yeah. That's when I knew that doctor had to pay. Figured I could get the cap pulled after I got my revenge.
And hey, I'm still living large now, aren't I?
Incidentally, had you ever had a health checkup before?
Nah, my old man suddenly gets this idea that we all gotta get checkups. Guess he's getting old. Older, I mean.
Where do I go from here? Where do I go from here? Oh. Oh! 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 Oh!
Aldoon!
Mr. Aldoon, we've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Trucy doll?
Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice.
I suppose he is a doctor still. Mr. Aldoon, is everything okay?
I'm just so happy. I just thought my doctor days were gone for good.
Mr. Aldoon. Oops. I gotta present. I need you to read this for me. I don't speak doctor. Mr. Aldoon, could you take a look at this?
A medical chart? Yeah, you shouldn't go around taking these from clinics.
Why the sudden silence, Mr. Aldoon?
What? What's going on here?
That's what we want to know. That chart belongs to my client. He's on our trial on suspicion of murder.
On trial? That's crazy. You can't put him on trial. He's ABD.
ABD?
All but dead. He's knocking on pearly gates and someone's about to answer.
Can you tell us why?
Oh.
Well, permit me to...
Oh, wait, he's not old? Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen up good now, son. No way. It's like he's a completely different person. Well, according to this chart, this walkie-talkie feller's not doing so well. He's got a bullet right up beside his heart. That's right. Yeah, but this chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. But you can still see that the bullet's stuck in there. You can still see that bullet stuck in there. Why would it still be in there after the operation to remove it? Well, about the only reason I could think of is it was way too tricky to operate on.
What?
That bullet's snug as a bug next to that aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal's done just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 millimeters to either side, and there'd be some serious bleeding going on in there. Not something your average doc would be eager to fiddle with.
You mean...
It took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. It'd take more than a miracle to take it out. It'd take a magician.
I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet.
course, with the heart pumping and lungs working, that bullet's on the move. I'd give him another half a year, tops. But Walkie's operation was already a half a year ago. That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial. He should be on an operating table. Great, just great. How could Dr. Maractus do such a terrible thing? How could he just leave that bullet in there?
I got a pretty good idea of how he felt. An emergency operation, he's got the kid's chest open on the table. Then he finds that bullet. That's despair right there, Trucy Doll. Cold despair.
Despair.
About the only thing he could do was sew the boy back up. He wasn't exactly in the situation to go admitting he couldn't take it out.
The Katakis.
You bet. The kid's their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation and Walkie's back on the street living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold.
How awful.
And which doctor would they take him to? Maractus. He's got enough ties to them. He could probably cover up the truth of what happened.
That's just horrible. He left Walkie to die.
There's a darkness in this world, Trucy Doll. Waiting. Hungry. Compared to it, these gangs' turf wars are like kid games. When you're up against real evil, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong. It'll take you all the same.
You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Aldoon? You could operate on Walkie, couldn't you?
I wish.
What?
I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world.
So Walkie...
He's real lucky to be alive even now.
No. There's one problem. Apollo? This chart, look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala. That's right. This operation was how they met. Yeah, the problem is, she knew. She knew about Walkie's condition, guaranteed. Oh my god, she was gonna let him die and get the insurance. That's cold. That's really cold. Oh my god, that's horrible. She didn't love him at all. She just wanted his money. Damn. Why didn't she ever tell him?
I'm pretty sure you already know the answer.
It doesn't make sense. Yes, it does, Apollo. Think about it rationally. If she knew her patient was in serious danger, you'd think she'd want to get that second operation before getting engaged. What was she thinking, Apollo? What were you thinking, Alita Tiala? I know. Okay, so real quickly, I am going to take a break to quickly go to the bathroom and take care of something. So I'll be back, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back. Man, this trial's getting fucking crazy, though. Alright. Save the game. Oh, I forgot my headphones. Oops. I thought my head was a little lighter. Oh, come on. I just took care of that fucking toe. Fuck.
This is it. The big day. Did you get any sleep?
Yeah, I went to bed at 1 a.m. or so. Oh? What time did you wake up?
You got 2 hours of sleep, Apollo? It's only 2 hours, Apollo. But at least you have me.
Yeah, that tells me I'm not gonna have you for one of these trials. Thanks, Trucy. Thanks for making me feel so much better. We're going up against a person that's gonna let her fiance die.
And the amazing Mr. Hat.
He's looking at you, kid.
Good luck today, Apollo. That voice. Yeah. Get any sleep?
Mr. Wright.
I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I signed myself out early today. Somehow that place makes fake piano playing at the Indochine pasta joints seem almost fun.
Daddy, do you know who prosecuted Gavin's witnesses today?
Take a guess.
How about this one, Plum?
That Sherman tank of a mom? Nah, guess again.
That's too bad. You know, speaking of moms, you need to find me a new mommy one of these days, Daddy.
It's barely morning and you're at it already, Trucy. Okay, see, this is why I don't buy their father-daughter relationship. So, Mr. Wright, do you know who the prosecution's witness is? Alita Tiala, your client's fiancée.
She's going to be a witness? But that seems odd. Why would she testify against her fiancé?
You have to wonder what Gavin's up to. Something's going down today, that much is clear.
Well, not to worry. I have got my panties back. If we can't find a killer, I'll pull one out of there.
Please actually don't. Please don't do that trick in the courtroom, because the judge is going to be like, "What in God's name are you doing, woman?"
Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie-Talkie.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Prosecution is warmed up and it's a sold-out house.
Very well, to recap, while yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party,
Guilty of panty snatching.
we did find out one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the park at the time of the murder. The witness, the victim, and the defendant.
Correct, Herr Judge. And today I'd like to do something a little new age. I'd like to look at this horrible crime scene from the outside.
The outside?
The acquisition of the murder weapon, the preparation for the act. Our poor defendant told all, you see, to his betrothed.
His betrothed?
His fiancée, Herr Judge. His partner for life, with no chance for parole.
I mean, he's pretty much already knocking on death's door, so. Wow, you guys came in just in time. We're gonna reveal the fucking murderer today.
Very well, you may show the lucky lady to the stand.
Hi, bitch. Your name and occupation, Fräulein?
Alita Tiala. My occupation is future wife.
No, your occupation is nurse and future murderer.
Ah, traditional values. I respect that. Too many brides these days can't even weave baskets blindfolded underwater. Yet you're here today as a witness for the prosecution.
To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first, but I couldn't hide the truth.
Honesty, another admirable trait.
No, she's gonna lie to the fucking court right in front of your eyes.
Fräulein, is it true that on the day of the crime, the defendant Walkie-Talkie confessed his plans? His plans for murder? Yes.
The witness will please give her testimony to the court.
And time to pull up the walkthrough. If you guys, if the chat is active, I will be unable to answer for a time being because I need to pull up the walkthrough for this. Because every single time the trial is committed, I do not trust myself. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to test myself. I'm going to try to pay attention to every detail, but first I'm going to review all the information that I have. So we know these are her slippers. So we know these two are hers. We know that she's the killer. We know about the checkup. We know that she's his nurse. We know that a bullet was fired into the doctor's safe. Alright. It was the day that the family health checkup results came back. When Walkie found out that Dr. Maractus had lied, he flew into a rage. "I'll teach him," he said. He took one of the family's pistols. And you already know what happened that night. I just don't see how anyone but Walkie could have done it. Wait, did I get any testimony for his mother? Because the mom said that he wouldn't kill anyone if his life depended on it. I don't have that. Okay, so I'm actually gonna need the walkthrough for this because I don't know. Oh, I don't need the walkthrough. One word gave it away. Yes, with regards to this, and investigation is underway at the Kataki mansion on charges of the possession of illegal firearms. And the bullet that took the victim's life was fired from the pistol that defendant procured? Yes, this has been proven. How can you prove something like that? Bullets carry marks from the barrel that fire them, called rifling marks. I thought they were ballistic markings. Why is it rifling marks all of a sudden? Rifling marks? Think of them as being a gun's fingerprint, left on every bullet it fires. And where did you first hear about Walkie's plan? It was the day of the murder. I should have stopped him. I just didn't think he would actually do it. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Okay. I have to pay attention to her. I'm not even gonna pay attention to what she's saying. I'm gonna pay attention to how she moves. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Wait, what? That doesn't look any different. Oh, press. How can you say that for certain? How? Aforehand, you will refrain from badgering the Fräulein. It was the defendant, Walkie was it, who took the pistol from his home. We know this for a fact now. I suppose we do. So how could anyone else have used this pistol to shoot the victim? They could not. Simple logic, yeah. That does not seem to be the case. Does the defense have anything to say regarding this point? Could someone else have used that pistol? There was another. Based on what your testimony, there was clearly another. One other person had access to that pistol. What's this? Interesting. Let's ask the defense then. Tell the court who this other person with access was. Wait, did I fuck up? I think I fucked up. Nope, I didn't fuck up. I'm good. I didn't fuck up at all. Because guess what? You're the one who could have done it! Well, of course, I mean you, Miss Tiara. What? Me? But why? You were quite clear when you told the court. You heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning. Let me get this straight. You intend to tell us that this lady stole the pistol from her fiancé and killed a man in cold blood on his behalf? Yes. I've heard of people doing strange things for love, but this... It does seem a bit unfathomable, to be sure. I'm all for romance and for supporting a partner in life, to be sure. But I think I would hesitate at murder. I'd hope you do more than hesitate. But what if a different connection could be proven? A connection between the witness and the victim. We might find that she had a personal motive beyond wanting to help her fiancé. That would put things in a slightly different light. What possible connection are you suggesting here? You know what I'm starting to think?
I'm starting to think that the police never looked inside that safe. I have evidence showing a connection between the witness, Miss Tiala, and the victim. It's his charts!
That looks like a medical chart.
Found inside a safe at the Maractus Clinic. I'd like to draw the court's attention to the names written on the chart.
What?
Miss Tiala, why is your name on this chart? Oh shit. Well, care to explain the meaning of this, Miss Tiala? I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice. Our warm little fiancé just froze over. I was on staff at that clinic until half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit. That's all. Is there a problem with that? Wow, this is Bonnie and Clyde, except Bonnie has decided to stab Clyde in the back with a very rusty knife.
Miss Tiala! You testified that you had no connection to the victim.
And I don't. Now,
Now?
I quit half a year ago, didn't I? So there's no connection. Let me guess, you're the kind of guy who can't rest until he knows every last detail of his girlfriend's past. Am I right?
That's not true at all. Why, I embrace the ones I love, past flaws and all of them.
There's no connection now.
Doesn't fly in a court of law.
Doesn't fly? She's one tough nut. She probably feels right at home with the Katakis. You left your job at the Maractus Clinic, true. But you remain connected somehow.
Very well. Mr. Justice, show us evidence that proves the witness is still connected to the Maractus Clinic.
Do I show the slippers?
Yep, I show this. But first I'm going to do this.
Take that!
That didn't work.
These sandals were found in the Maractus Clinic lobby. They're yours, aren't they? Ah! Well, who knows? I'm sure there are lots of people with those sandals. So sorry, Fräulein, but your act isn't working. I thought you were on my side, you glamorous bastard. Your moment of hesitation just now cost you. What's with you? I thought you were on my side, you... Perhaps you are unaware that toes leave toe prints. A simple analysis of these sandals will reveal all. Oh shit. Well, now we see your true colors. I was wrong to cooperate with you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get Walkie back on the straight and narrow.
This court thinks you need to worry less about Walkie and more about yourself. It sounds as though we need to hear a bit more about your story.
Your sandals were found in the entrance to the clinic, which means you went there on the day of the murder. Well, there's little point in denying it.
Very well, the witness will tell us about this visit. Why did you go to the Maractus Clinic that day?
Oh, don't go back to your goddess Athena's stance. I did go to the clinic that day, my first time in half a year since I quit in January, when I went to warn him. After all, I knew Walkie had the pistol. The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I wanted to tell him to be careful as an old friend.
Liar. By mistake, you mean the mistake we heard about from the defendant? The botched operation?
He was a timid small man, but I never wished him harm. I just thought I should let him know, you know?
That does make sense. Yes, but there's still one thing which does not. What's that, Prosecutor Gavin?
The sandals left in the lobby, of course. We can assume she wore these sandals to the clinic, yeah? Then why did she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them home.
I would have worn those sandals home, too.
So why were the sandals left behind? Oh, shit. He pointed out the contradiction before me.
There's probably a good explanation for this, right, Miss Tiala?
Say, for instance, there happened to be a similar pair of sandals that there which you wore home by mistake. Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin.
Oh, it is nothing. There is after all no other possible explanation, ya forehead.
Oh, what the? No fair! He's filling in the holes with in her testimony.
The defense may begin the cross-examination. Yeah, I'll examine her all right. I'll cross-examine her testimony all right. I went to warn him. Doctor always was timid man. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secret. See, that is where you tell a lie. This chart was found inside a safe in the doctor's office. Yes. Why would this one chart be in that safe? Miss Tiala, you know why it was, don't you?
Oh shit. Mind filling me in?
Dr. Maractus didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. That's why he wrote up a false report and kept the truth locked away. Bad Herr Doctor. And this is where you come in, Miss Tiala. Uh-huh. Please, tell me more. The nurse who filed this chart was you, which means you knew about Walkie's failed operation. Interesting. You were in the same position as Dr. Maractus. Kind of makes it hard to claim no connection, doesn't it? You're bold for a novice, I'll give you that. Mr. Justice, you must know I was only a nurse. The doctor is responsible for the chart's contents. This chart business seems to be quite important. Please amend your testimony accordingly. Too bad, little attorney. Yep. My bracelet. My bracelet! My bracelet's reacting again! What is it, Apollo? I felt my bracelet vibrate just now. Your bracelet? Just like yesterday, like you said. When a witness is unsure of something, their nervous habit gives them away. But I can't see anything, Apollo. Eh? Then what's my bracelet reacting to? Wait, maybe... Yes, that has to be it. What has to be it? Your senses, Apollo. They must be sharper than mine. Huh? I can't see it, but you can sense it. I don't know about that, Trucy. I don't have some kind of special power or anything. Listen to me, Apollo. There's a weak point somewhere in Miss Tiala's testimony, but we don't know what her nervous habit is. Well, then what do? You have to perceive it yourself, Apollo, with your eyes and your senses. Then it's up to me and my bracelet. I don't know why, but the bracelet helps. Somehow touching it helps me focus. Let's give it a shot and bring down that testimony. Why would I go to the clinic now for a half-year-old chart? Is it that one I touch it on? Uh-huh. Show me your hands! Why would I... Wait. Oh. Oh. Gotcha! I was really hoping that would work. Why go to the clinic for half-a-year-old chart now, you ask? But you know why you would go now, don't you? I don't know what you're talking about. It was quite clear, Miss Tiala. You have a nervous habit. The moment you said the word now, you used your You used your right thumb to fiddle with your ring. What? She was unsure. I saw it. Now, that's the key word. The chart wasn't a part of your past. It was a clear and present threat. That's ridiculous. Why, if that were the case, I would have had 6 months to do something about it. Indeed. Eh? Which means something happened quite recently. Something to make that chart a problem for you now. I've got her on the ropes now. I can feel it. Time to strike the killing blow with evidence. What is that evidence? It's the chart.
Miss Tiala, there's no use trying to hide it. The chart became a threat to you now because of this.
Why? Why did it become a problem now?
Because of what? Ah, shit.
Checkup report?
Ribbit, I mean, ack! Can't lose this now. Come on, Toad Brain.
That's ridiculous. Something happened quite recently, something to make that chart a problem for you now. Oh, Walkie's checkup report.
A health checkup report belonging to the defendant. The Katakis are trying to get out of the business. The health checkup this month was their first ever.
What did you think when you heard about this? Oh, nothing. Why should I think anything? Oh, I would think you were positively beside yourself. Because you were afraid.
You knew that Walkie's chest x-ray would be revealed. A full half year had passed since the operation. You thought you were home free when the chart came back to haunt you. Eek!
Welcome back to reality, everyone.
That's all, Your Honor.
What just happened? Did the witness just admit to lying?
I sensed it. There was a great aura emanating from her forehead. Very cool. So the lady was lying, it seems.
That's correct. She said she had no connection to the Maractus Clinic, but her connection was deep indeed. A bit too deep. If the Katakis got a hold of this chart with her name, she'd be finished. Isn't that right, Miss Tiala?
You guessed it.
Order! Order!
I did it. I broke her testimony. Amazing, Apollo. I didn't see it at all. Daddy was right about you. Wait!
Miss Tiala?
It's true that the chart was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. But that's all. I told him about Walkie and went home.
It appears this cross-examination is far from over.
What? She hid the truth from us. That this is clear, yet it is not clear that this truth has anything to do with the case at hand.
Very well. The witness will add this to her testimony, and we'll have a bit more cross-examination.
I was so close. You're still close. Keep on her, Apollo. Nothing happened at all. I warned him and left.
Did you? No. No, you fired a gun at him. That's what you did. You fired a gun at him.
You say nothing happened in the doctor's office. I disagree. Take a look at this. What's that? Looks like a squished up ball of clay. Kind of like you, actually. This bullet was found in the Maractus Clinic office. Something did happen in that office, Miss Tiala. Enough of this joking around. The police investigated that clinic. Ah, but this was stuck inside the doctor's safe. Inside the safe? I guess the police didn't check that far. But there is a problem. How can you say that bullet was fired on that day? Weren't you the one who explained rifling marks to us? Oh, shit. Your forehead is smarter than I thought. The pistol was taken from the Kataki mansion that day. If the marks on this bullet match the murder weapon, then that proves a firearm was discharged in that office on the day of the murder. Not bad there, forehead.
Bailiff, have this bullet analyzed immediately.
Enjoying the show, everyone? 30 minutes later, a report arrives. The rifling marks on both bullets are identical.
Well, it seems as though the bullet in the safe was fired from the murder weapon.
Well, that can't be good. Perhaps the defense would like to state their position. The bullet in that safe proves one fact. A pistol was fired in that office on that day. And at the time of the firing, the safe was open. The safe which contained the top secret chart. Do you think someone was threatening Dr. Maractus in order to open the safe? Only one person was in a position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alita Tiola!
Order.
Order, order! Mr. Justice, where are you going with this? Are you accusing the witness? Alita Tiola knew about Waki Kataki's botched operation. She got engaged with him without telling him about it. As long as that bullet remained in his chest, his days were numbered. What if she married him and then the bullet finally reached its destination? What? That reminds me. Apparently, the Katakis have been exerting themselves in lawful business practices. They're making quite a great deal of money. A fortune, if you will. Nefarious! So she plans to marry him just to get her hands on this fortune. Is it Waki? You keep talking trash about my Alita. And I'll sue you, lawyer man. Huh? Me? Yeah, you said. You said you'd abuse my Alita. I think you mean accuse. Same difference. Well, you can't have her. She's mine. It was me. I shot that doctor. Me. He left me to die, so I left him to die too there in that park. Waki, just cool down for a second. You keep your hands off my Alita or I'll... Miss Tiola, I'm so sorry. It's been so long since I've laughed so hard. Something funny? Waki, wake up and smell reality. Alita, baby? The signature on the chart, the engagement. I mean, come on. It's so obvious. Even for a brainless, spoiled brat such as yourself. Alita. Your honesty is like a breath of foul air, Fräulein. Hey, I wasn't getting out of this clean, anyway. So the family fortune is what you're really after. That's right, I wanted the money. No way, that's whack. I ain't trying to hear that. Should have done the wedding earlier. Oh well. By the way, can I ask you a question? Who, me? I believe you said you were going to abuse me. Accuse. Of what crime, might I ask? Huh? Oh, I'm a bad girl, sure. I got close to that brat because I wanted his money. But he was the one with the pistol. He could have fired it into the safe after I had already left the clinic. What? I would never do a thing like that. It was definitely that silly brat. Wait, but... What are you talking about? Trucy? You had the most to lose if that shot was found. But I didn't have a pistol, now did I? Well, you could have taken Waki's. You'd think he'd have mentioned that, no? All I've heard him say is it was me, I shot him. That's only because he's trying to protect you. Sorry to intrude in this lovely conversation. But the two of you are forgetting one critical point. What point? Certainly, the Fräulein wanted that shot. You assume she threatened the doctor into opening that safe. But then, wouldn't she have taken the chart? Oh, you see. That chart wouldn't have been left in that safe. Heck! He's right.
Miss Tiola.
Yes?
It is clear to this court that you are not a very good fiancé.
Oh, I'm flattered. Perhaps it's time you told us the truth. Tell us about yourself, including your actions and whereabouts on that day. Don't forget, we've proven that you were at Maractus Clinic on the day of the crime. Yeah, fine, whatever, lawyer boy. Sure. Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't have proof I stole that pistol, do you?
And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Maractus was shot in the temple or not.
Was she there at the last trial? You went back later?
That chart was dangerous, you understand. I needed to get rid of it. That's why I went that day.
But you couldn't get the chart, then, could you?
And later that night, Dr. Maractus was shot. I heard about the shooting, waited a day, but then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place. Ah! That was you? Apollo! That sound! It came from behind this door! Someone's in there. A break-in! They left through that window! So you were the burglar. That was you two? If only I had one more minute. Then I could have opened the safe and gotten that chart. What? That's trespassing! And brazen at that! Oh, is this a trial for trespassing now? Besides, you can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. They are gangsters, you know.
In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination.
Admitting the little crime to avoid the big one, eh?
In that clinic, I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it. It says to press it here. The doctor was shot in the right temple, yes?
So it seems.
Let's review the facts again, shall we? Shall we? If the killer shot from this location, the bullet would have struck our victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple. Yes, we heard this testimony on this yesterday. At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here. Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. The victim turned his head to look and was shot. But that testimony was proven to be a lie. Our egregious panty snatcher, Mr. Stickler, did witness the crime, but he was standing to the north next to the trash can where he tossed those panties. If Mr. Stickler shouted from this location, the bullet couldn't have hit his right temple.
Silly, silly attorney. What? Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning?
No, who could?
Do you remember, Trucy? I always have a glass of milk for breakfast. What matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. The panties guy was mistaken.
But his location was proven. You can't write that off as him being mistaken. Then why don't you show us your forehead? Show you what? Must I explain everything? Very well, let's recap. If the witness panties guy was standing to the north, then where was Shisuta standing? From what location did the killer shoot the victim? But wait, if the witness was standing here, how could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple? I really laid out the facts for us. It is up to the one possessing that shiny forehead to show us. If you can, that is. Maki Kataki was standing at the killing mark, Wesley Stickler at the witness mark, and of course Paul Maractus was at the... I always want to call him Paul. Was at the victim mark. Let's see what the defense has to say. Where was the killer standing when they shot the victim? Someplace else. As the facts stand now, we can't explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location. What are you talking about? I don't see any other place. Apparently, Mr. Justice does. Let's hear it. Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim from?
It's time to raise the roof and the snakes.
Eh?
Penalties are such frightening scenes, don't you think? But what if they were a bit more terrifying? Time to raise the bar! Like so. Double penalty? Our forehead wishes to take us in a new direction. Then he must be ready for the challenges ahead. Challenge accepted. It's justice time. Are you sure, Apollo? The key is the witness, Mr. Stickler's testimony. If we believe that, and we know where he stood, and the victim turned when he shouted, there's only one place the killer could have been. The killer shot the victim from here, inside the noodle. I believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Alita Tiala. What do you mean? Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time we were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. We should have listened to him from the beginning. Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can when he saw the two men. He shouted just as he told us in his testimony. And the victim turned to look in his direction. A shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple.
Oh no.
Oh yes! Which direction was his right temple facing at that moment? That's right, toward the noodle stand. Order! 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 So you're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand? Let's think about this a bit more, shall we? You say the killer was inside the noodle stand? Which would mean the victim, Dr. Maractus, came to the park, wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I think you'd notice if you were pulling someone along. There's something we should worry about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place? Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we? Someone was hiding in this stand. We have not come this far to talk about possibilities. Let's talk about proof, baby. Show us evidence that proves someone was in that stand. Can I prove that? You want evidence that someone was in that stand? Well, too bad! Well, I got it, baby! I've got it right here. Oops. Intriguing. Let's see what you've got. Show us proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand. So, how would I know that someone was in the noodle stand? How would I know? Well, it says I present the noodle stand. Did it? I'm gonna make sure. Oh, no wait, it wasn't the Maractus Clinic, and they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in a trash can near the crime scene, and a single slipper print was found at the scene, right next to the noodle stand. Ah! Oh, and Miss Tiala, your toe print was found in the left slipper. Ah! In other words, this is proof that you were inside that noodle stand. Ah! Yet there was only one slipper mark found at the scene. Can this be called a footprint in good faith? Observe the diagram. A park pathway runs right next to the slipper mark. A slipper wouldn't leave a trace on a cobblestone path. Yet you still cannot say this is a footprint, yeah? Why not? You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was on the stand and simply fell to the ground. That's just dumb. One more thing. A noodle stand is typically cluttered with the tools of the noodle making trade. There's no room for a person to ride in there. You have a point. Could someone have hidden in the stand? Apollo, I think I might be onto something. What do you mean you're onto something? I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence. In order to make room in the stand, some things would have to be removed. Well, Mr. Justice, do you have proof that someone could have hidden in the stand? I can prove one thing. Someone did scheme to clear that space in that stand. This is a noodle bowl from the stolen Eldune's Noodles noodle stand. I didn't need the walkthrough for that. Proof. Yes, and what about it? We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday. In the lobby of the Maractus Clinic. Oh, crap. A large quantity of noodle bowls inside the victim's clinic? Mr. Eldune was very clear about those bowls.
Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too.
Yet the bowls were removed. That night, there was space inside that noodle stand. Space created at the Maractus Clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tiala. Stop! I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasies. They were the worst lies that spoiled brats' pickup lines. I would like to remind the witness of her current status. This court does not consider you entirely innocent. Show me an innocent. I'll show you a fairy tale. In any case, the defense has somehow made its point. The witness had both a motive and an opportunity to kill Dr. Maractus. More fairy tales. This whole trial is a fairy tale. Then please pull us back down to reality, Miss Tiala. I'm giving you one last chance to explain yourself. This is it. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand that night? And what was Alita Tiala doing inside it? Time to get to the bottom of this case.
The case of the 3 stolen items.
Okay. That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kataki's family's hands. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Katakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him. You knew about the botched operation. So you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself. I won't make excuses. And I did warn that good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that Brat got his health checkup report. And that he was coming to settle the score.
I see. Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination. Where do I do the thing again? Yes. Either I perceive the truth or it's over. That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kataki family's hands, but Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Katakis had sent me, so I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him. Bullshit. Let's see your pretty little neck. So I gave up... Gotcha, Miss Tiala. I heard you just fine the first time. What, I wasn't aware we were playing paintball. She's one cool cucumber, that Alita. Maybe I spotted the wrong spot. But my bracelet reacted. There must be something in this testimony. I'll find your weak spot, Alita Tiala. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to... Got ya. Got ya. Got ya. All I did was talk and lie. What? Show me proof.
I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this.
A little slip in confidence, and they give it all away. What's this? Gotcha. Indeed, Serena. Indeed. Gotcha, indeed. I just have to... Ah! Wait. What lamp? Oh! The proof is you, Miss Tiala.
What do you mean the proof is me? All I did was talk to him, you claim. Yet you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words. My twitch? What are you talking about? You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf. What? This is working better than I'd hoped. Her unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say. Habits and lies, 2 dots. Connect the dots and we find the truth. Don't look at me like that. I told you the truth. It seems that when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? It seems that nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone is trying to hide something. You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Maractus clinic. And I've got the proof that shows exactly what happened. He hit you with a lamp, didn't he? What's that? You're touching your scarf again. Oh shit, you know, don't you? There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken, and there's a red splotch on the cord. Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up with a plausible explanation for this lamp's state. Well, spit it out! This is talking in circles nonsense is killing me. Very well. The answer is very simple, Miss Alita Tiala. Please remove your scarf. I'm sorry, you want me to do what now? I can't do a girl scream. I'm sorry. What the fuck do you think you're doing? This is a trial to determine what happened in that park, yet we seem to be drifted off target. We'll find out soon enough if we're drifting, as soon as the witness removes her scarf. I won't do it. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party. You can't order me to remove my Miss Tiala, I'm afraid you've forgotten what it's already been proven. What? You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf, and only your scarf. I didn't miss that last part. No. No! Oh yeah, I know. I know Tiala is an anagram of Alita. I tried to figure that out I tried to see that the last video, but I didn't find it. I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Alita Tiala? Your neck. That isn't what your neck. That isn't what was she... Did the doctor try to strangle her? Just had to make sure that no one... Something did happen that night at the Maractus clinic. You needed to get that chart back no matter what it took. Even if you had to steal your fiancé's pistol to do it. But wait! Looking at this lamp in the witness's neck, it looks like the very opposite happened. Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness. Specifically, you tried to threaten Dr. Maractus, and he attacked you. That's what happened that night at the Maractus clinic. I'm not even bothering screaming. The breakdowns, they're real. Everyone in the gallery is just like, oh my god! Will someone please tell me what really happened? I told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Maractus. That gangster knows everything. He's coming for you. Looks like my clinic's seen its last patient. We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me.
So you can save your own skin?
What?
I know what you're up to. You want in with the family, and if they see that chart, you're finished. Leaving me holding the short straw. But if I'm going down, I'll want some company. You! And what happened next?
He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then he took that cord. Jesus! Pal Maractus was serious, deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me. I must have blacked out. What is this game? We've gone from discovering panties to finding a noodle stand, and now we found out that the victim is an attempted cold-blooded murderer.
So, you were the victim. And the red splotch on the cord was your lipstick.
I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There, are you happy now? I was out cold, almost killed, and you claim I then snuck into that noodle stand? But how could I? Ah!
So it's not over yet. Well, one thing is clear. We now know what really happened at the Maractus Clinic. And it would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself.
I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. Huh. Yeah, that is true. I've told you everything. Can I go home now?
You bear some responsibility for the events that day, true. Yet if you were also a victim, this court would owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice, I believe this clears up the remaining questions for Miss Tiala.
When did this happen? Suddenly everyone's sympathizing with her. I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala?
No. Very well. This finishes the cross-examination of this.
Not quite yet, Herr Judge. Not so fast. This party's just getting started. Now we rock. What? Those spikes on your head are softer than they look. Or do you not have the stomach to go all the way? Prosecutor Gavin? Pal Maractus choked Alida Tiala. She fell unconscious. But what happened next? He's right. There's something more we don't know. But she was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She would have been out for a while. Even still, what if it was in that noodle stand? Alida Tiala half dead. Dr. Maractus pulling that stand. And a bullet fired from inside. Oh my god, I'm piecing it together. Half dead, he would have thought that she was dead, putting her in, leaving out all the bowls, taking out all the bowls, taking a body that he thinks is a body, bringing it to the park to maybe bury it or get rid of it in the water. And then he finds out, oh shit, Tiala was telling the truth. But then Tiala, alive, goes, crap, he tried to kill me. Where am I? Oh, there he is. Bang. I got your number now, Tiala. What if it's all true? We might have already figured out what truly happened that night. Miss Alida Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet. You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin. Me? I only wish to know the truth. Fräulein, I only wish to know the truth. Well, let's go back over what we've learned up until now. On the day of the murder, Waki saw his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullet still inside him. So he took a pistol from the family stash, with the intent to give Dr. Maractus some of his own medicine. And Miss Tiala heard about this from Waki, so she went to the Maractus clinic ahead of him, in order to get rid of the chart with his signature on it. But then, something happened. I'm hearing a bunch of static on my end. Sounds like you've figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold. But what about Dr. Maractus? That doesn't seem to be the problem. He had just strangled Alita Tiola. Perhaps he sought to death. What did he do after his crime? I was just knocked out, not dead. From the state of his clinic and the scene in the park, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, your forehead, care to guess? Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Maractus do? Maybe he did think he killed Alita Tiola. Do I have evidence to show what he did next?
Is it The Stand? Is it The Stand? Yeah, it's The Stand. Yeah, I thought so. I had a feeling that was it.
And his next move, Dr. Maractus stole Guy Eldune's noodle stand. What? Kidding me, disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand? It wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belonged inside that stand? I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls? Maybe because the stand was heavy. Or he wanted to put something in the stand in their place. Ah. Wait, you don't mean... I do. Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiola! My corpse? Dr. Maractus panicked. He thought he'd killed you. His next move would be to dispose of the body. That's crazy talk. You're all crazy. Then let's think about it, logically. The doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. But on his way there, who would he run into but the defendant, Waki Kataki? I question your logic. What's this, Prosecutor Gab? The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with? That's right, he had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. It was a trick. That spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand. Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination. What? Apparently, the defense has an idea. Tell us where Dr. Maractus was heading with that stand. Here, please show us on this diagram. To where exactly was the victim dragging that stand? Where was he dragging it? Oh my god, he was gonna throw his wagon into the fucking river. What a dick! God, I feel bad for Guy Eldune. He lost his previous job to him and now he was gonna lose his entire stand to the guy. Fuck. There, that's a river. Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why. A perfect place to dispose of a body. He was going to throw me into that river? He didn't have many other options, Fräulein. Shit. I believe this clears up all the remaining questions. The victim pulling up the stand and the defendant before him. Yeah, right here he's just like, oh crap, I didn't expect to see you here of all times. And inside the stand, you, Miss Alita Tiola. And then, the denouement. Wesley Stickler, of panty-snatching frame, walks up. Seeing the two men, he shouts. In that instant, stop! In that instant, oh damn. So, I shot him. You were the only one who could have stolen Waki's pistol. It had to be you! Well, Miss Tiola? Nice work. You mean I'm right? I mean you've done a fine job dreaming up a story. To get that spoiled brat off the hook. You're the one who's dreaming! Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. Makes me want to play this game again. I mean, feel free to. Feel free to. This game is fun.
These games are fun. I myself played Miles Edgeworth. Like, that game was fun. I was sad that I could not get the second one because I don't know Japanese. So I had to play it like I am now. So please, by all means, feel free to.
Who knows? But there's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows whereof I speak. Whereof what? I can't believe she's still trying to deny this. Is this true, Prosecutor Gavin? Must I always be the one to point out Air Forehead's errors? Maybe there really is something. I believe the Fraulein speaks of Air Doctor's car. His car. That's right, the Maractus Clinic has that big garage, in which sat a green sports car, was it? Why would he steal the stand in the first place? If he wanted to carry a body, he would have used his car. Well, because he hit Phoenix Wright with it, and he didn't want to be like, ah, shit, they're going to recognize my car. Oh yeah, I know. I actually finished it yesterday. It was really interesting. If need to, I might stream it later, but, well, not later, but like later on in life, maybe after this, because I mainly wanted to have a game where my reactions could be genuine. And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand, and are defense it without a case. I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken. Ah, what an excellent counter-argument, Fraulein. Too bad you're quite wrong. Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy. Daddy?
DGS localization this year? This is the first I'm hearing it. What is that? Is it related to Phoenix Wright by any chance? Or Ace Attorney, sorry? I gotta remember, not the game is not related to the guy. Ace Attorney is related to a whole bunch of people. I'm gonna have to look it up. Because this is the first I'm even hearing it. DGS Capcom. Oh! It's the version where it's like set in the past, I'm assuming. Oh, this is that one with that Sherlock Holmes guy. I mean, if it's true, then yeah, I'll probably get it. I was thinking it wasn't related to the series at all, but now that I see it, yeah, no, it's related to it. That night, the car that hit Mr. Wright was that green sports car. Oh yes, I'd nearly forgotten about it. Afterward, he drove it back to that garage. It ran fine. That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car? A glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead. No. No! This poor fucking guy. Well, Mr. Justice, why didn't Dr. Maractus use his car to carry the body? Is that a groan of surrender I hear? Some advice. Now's a good time to reveal all you know. But I have nothing else. All I have is the mirror. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days. Everything I've learned. Mr. Justice, this contradiction casts doubt on your entire case. This is truly your last chance. The defense will explain to us what really happened that night. Please don't let it be what I think. Please don't let it be the one that... Yeah, the car didn't run. Oh, no, wait. Now I know why I didn't run, because the idiot put the fucking panties in the muffler. Of course it can't run. There's no exhaust. The exhaust wasn't free. He went to go start his car, and he's just like, what the fuck? Ah, shit. I have an idea. It's called coming together. That night, Dr. Maractus couldn't use his car. Now you're making even less sense than usual. Not according to my information, Miss Tiala. Put one and one together, and the explanation is simple. If it's so simple, perhaps you can show us some evidence? Show us proof why the car wouldn't run that night. Behold! Let's see now. Panties again? All sorts of things can come out of my panties. Even the truth. What are you going on about this time? Another crime was committed the night of the murder. The theft of these panties. The latest in a string of similar thefts, actually. But that night, the snatcher was caught in the act. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid. In the Maractus Clinic garage. What? The snatcher hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them? Why, weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe? Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin. So you were here investigating. And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe. Too bad. It looks like such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe that it could break just from that. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. My, how interesting. Man, if only that guy hadn't gone around stealing women's undergarments. While Miss Tiala and the doctor were struggling, the panty snatcher snuck into the Maractus Clinic garage. From that time until the time we found these, that car wouldn't start. What? That's why Dr. Maractus had to use the noodle stand. It was the next closest thing he could think of. Well, Miss Tiala, this wraps up your doubts up quite nicely, I think. So it does. Where am I? So dark, can't see. Cramped. The pain. My throat's burning. What's your problem? You, Doc! I know what you did. Walkie? You lied to me, so you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man. Wait, let me explain. Fine, I'll give you your last request. Listen, you're being tricked, but not how you think. It's not just me. No! He'll ruin everything. I have to stop him. Cease this at once, you two! Fucking snipe. Snipe from Ivy University. My god. Funny. This isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well. Too bad. God, she has like the calmness of D. Vasquez, and I hate it. There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand? In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running. I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. He went to use a public phone to inform the police, which is when I made my escape. Which is when you left that slipper print. Dr. Maractus didn't bother taking her slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in that paint, though. That was your mistake. No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice. I believed in you.
You and your anything agency. If anything one would get Walkie declared guilty, it was you. I'm a defense attorney, not a fucking prosecutor.
I believe we've reached a conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Miss Alita Tiola doing?
She's confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest now. Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost. I think he already knew. He'd figured out she was the killer a while ago. Some advice? Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days. He lost, but I didn't exactly win either. Something the matter, fair forehead?
Looks like it's time to announce a verdict.
Not guilty.
Congratulations, Walkie, you're scot-free. Maybe this will teach you twice to be a criminal. Court is adjourned. Man, it's a shame. I'm gonna be ending the stream after this chapter too. Or after this part anyway. Because I gotta leave all the good stuff for later.
Great job, Apollo, you did it.
Yeah, we did somehow.
Walkie's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be. And he has you to thank. Hey, attorney man! You're gonna pay for what you did to my Alita Holmes. Or to blame, I guess. You give my Alita back, stupid pointy-haired attorney with a death wish.
Enough, Walkie!
Ah, Mr. Kataki.
It's high time you opened your eyes, Walkie.
What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you open yours. Giving up the laugh, trying to become some kind of businessman.
Don't talk about what you don't understand, Walkie.
I'm afraid the guard is going to throw them both out.
And there is my friend. Again, I am in the middle of recording. I'm sorry. He always chooses the wrong times to do this. He always does this. Why? I'm just gonna leave the phone right here. If not in jail, wouldn't that be a happy ending?
Hey, maybe we can help them out. We know why Mr. Kataki needs to make so much money.
Maybe we should tell Walkie.
Oh, Walkie, Apollo has something to tell you.
Huh? I do? Way to put me on the spot.
Eh? Was it? Show him the reason why, Apollo. Why is Mr. Kataki trying to be a businessman?
What's the reason? Oh. Wait. Is it that or the other one? Okay. Think about it, Walkie. Think about your condition. I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday.
It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. She doesn't mean... You aren't really... Are you?
I searched the globe, and I found one. A doctor who can take that bullet out of you, Walkie. But it's an expensive procedure.
Man, you got plenty of money already, don't you?
I won't use it. It was the gangster's life that did this to you, Walkie. I want to help you, and I want to do it clean.
Wow, he is. Those are some big fucking eyebrows.
Please understand, Walkie.
Dad. Oh, man, I see how it is. Oh, man, always you looking out for Walkie? Listen good, old man, one day, I'm gonna take you out, and then we'll see who's the OG. You try to hide in your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer. Mine, Walkie.
No, it's as it should be.
Mr. Kataki. I liked him more without the puppy dog eyes.
I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words, but I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you.
Who, me? I don't think.
Someday, I'll bake you one of our latest, the Kentucky Lime Pie.
He's opening a pie shop?
So long.
And he was gone.
Well, let's head back, Apollo. To the Right Anything Agency.
Hey, since when do I work at your agency?
Aw, we make a good team. Don't just stand there, let's get going.
Huh, why not? She did help me out. There's a few questions that still need answers. Like this power of mine that she showed me. And my bracelet. If anyone can help me figure it out, it's her. Though I can't say I care much for what her father has become.
Oh, that's right, we have to go someplace first.
Huh? Where?
Why, to claim our reward from Mr. Eldoon.
Ah, salty noodles, right. You got a stand back already?
Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat.
Oh, it's special, all right.
Please, anything but him. Ah, man, what a game. What a game, guys, what a game. Turnabout Serenade, huh? Alright, well, I guess I'll, yeah, we're gonna stop it here. So, thank you all for coming, and, thank you, Serena, for being for conversing with me. I was actually starting to get lonely over here. So, if you like this series and this stream, please leave a follow. I will be sure to be streaming a little more since I have a bit more time than I usually do this month. So, see you guys maybe Wednesday. I'm going to make it Wednesday. Because I think Sunday I work, and then, well, I'll have to double check. I'll have to double check and see what my schedule is, and then I'll base it off of that. So thank you guys for coming, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. Till next time.